can't tell you the way I feel, because the way I feel is so new to me. This is The Excellent Men, issue 199. And look, there is them corner boxes that I liked. I think this was the last issue that they did them for. Also, didn't actually look at this cover, because it kind of hints and gives away the ending. It's a good bit of art though, isn't it? This is the third and final, or third and not final, chapter of the Honeycomb storyline. After this, there is a Cables and Dead Pills issue, Cables and Dead Pills issue 41, that I consider essential reading to close off this story. I reviewed it about a year ago. Really good, and it ties up loose ends and it resolves some major parts of this. What's happening is the Excellent Men, they are on Cables' island Paradise, the one that Cables runs, and they're attacked by this crazy autistic effect. This is the Honeycomb, and it is an intergalactic psychic doomsday weapon that sucks off people's minds right out of their body holes. It has come to Earth in search of a mental leech parasite thingy. And now the Excellent Men, an unusual assortment of them. This was Rouge's team, which was an interesting mix of random characters really. The Excellent Men, they are trying to fight against the Honeycomb, despite having very little chance. There's also this subplot with Saberclaw. He has escaped from his prison and he has hijacked their cool floaty boat. And we have also got romance, sexy romance. This comic has got everything. Snowman and Mistake, really nice pairing that they built up in this run. This was before Snowman was forced to love cock. Back then he just loved beautiful women. Although Mistake, she could technically grow a cock for him, but back then he wasn't really into that. Also, we have got a bit of art confusion here. Your eyes, they immediately gone to the sexy kissing, when actually it's meant to be telling you that what has just happened is that the floaty boat, it has just kamikazed into the Honeycomb and there's a big explosion. I did complain last time that sometimes this artist, Crispin Halo, it isn't always clear what he means with his art or what the focus is meant to be. I didn't really realise that the floaty boat was crashing into the Honeycomb until they said that happened there. I thought it was just like crashing into the island or something. Snowman, he uses his muty snow powers to freeze it. And don't worry, it wasn't Saberclaw doing something heroic and sacrificing himself. He didn't pilot it into the Honeycomb. It was Cables. He used his powers and the powers of the psychic leech to hurl the ship at the Honeycomb. So Cables, he has now merged with the parasite and they are our only hope against the Honeycomb. So now we have got a whole big fight between Cables and the Honeycomb. And despite Cables getting a power-up, it's still not quite enough. And elsewhere, we have got Rouge. She has been incapacitated for most of this story. She is in a hospital with a bad infection, but then she wakes up. Because Cables, he used his muty mental powers to force Rouge to wake up. And now Rouge, she's going to jump in and help the rest of the team fight the Honeycomb, even though she is really ill. I mean, she could have just as easily taken a sick day and it would be justified, but she's not. Cables fails and the Honeycomb, it devours the leech, and then before it can fuck up Cables as well, Cannonballs, he flies in and saves them. Just at the point in the comic when you are thinking, where has Cannonballs disappeared to this issue? So then we have got Rouge. A really good picture of her there. And Rouge and her muti-absorbing powers is basically how we quickly get rid of the honeycomb. She touches the honeycomb, and so she absorbs all of the minds within the honeycomb. And then Snowman, he uses his snow powers again to freeze the honeycomb. And this bit is really good because Cannonballs, he flies up in that outer space and then he crashes down to Earth into the frozen form to smash it all up into like 1 billion pieces. It's all like hasta la vista babies and that. Really good ending of the story that manages to try and make use of most of the team, despite it really falling down to Rouge. A lot of this run and this writer's subsequent books, they tended to favour Rouge. She was clearly one of his favourite characters. Rouge, though, she is still infected with that virus, but now she's got loads of alien minds in her headspace. She's got like 1 billion alien minds. And if I remember, the very next issue, she ends up in a coma within the first few pages. And then she stays in that coma for like months. We end with R2-D2 and Cannonballs. They're looking through the wreckage of their ship, and they notice that Saberclaw, he seems to have survived. They can't find his body, and it's the end of the story. But it's not the end of the story, because you really should go on and read Cables and Dead Pills number 41. It picks up exactly when this ends, and it resolves this Saberclaw plot, which had been building in this book for like 12 issues. It also shows the fallout from the Honeycomb's attack on Cables' island. It really annoys us that they never collect that issue with this story or this run. Honestly, if you want a decent, more modern, Excellent Men story, I recommend this one. This run on the book is great. We have got a team roster that is a great mix of great characters and then some unexpected choices. We have some great writing and some great art. The art is really great. It's just a shame that sometimes certain elements are not communicated perfectly. But regardless, I rate this 7 thumbs up.